Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya Taylor, and I'm back with another review. This review is for Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 5, Episode 9. The title of the episode is Pursuit for Truth. Okay, now y'all, I had to come back on here because I recorded this review earlier, and I went to post it, and I realized that my microphone was not even on. So, throughout the whole video, this me. Yeah. Imagine how mad I got. But I'm back and I'm better. So we gonna get through this again now. Again. So we start this episode off with Danny. She goes to see Andy, and she's looking for a lawyer. So because she believed that she hadn't killed the Vienna sausage, right? Now, come to find out, he ain't even dead. Because Fatima had looked him up. She was asking Danny for his full name. And Danny didn't know his last name. So she had to think about it real quick. And here go Andy trying to make her feel bad about it, talking about, damn, you don't know his last name? Girl, let's not act like you ain't the same girl that went to go have sex with Robbie and found out he had another woman in the bed. Didn't know her first or last name, but hopped right on in the bed with him. Yeah. Let's not act like you ain't the same woman that did that. Girl, stop. So, Dana had thought about it real quick. She was like, Jonah Scott, because she remembered that she had to book his flight. So, Fatima looked him up real quick, found out that, he has several assault charges. He have a record of several assault charges on women. Okay? So he's big coward. So now, Fatima real mad, especially after Danny told her that Jonah had spit in her face. She was like, oh no, I can get him handled right now. Okay? So, she looked up to see was there any deaths that had been reported on the street that Danny lived on. Found out that there has been none, because she was like, Danny told them that that this occurred at 3 o'clock in the morning. But she don't know if he's really dead or not, because after his airbags deployed, she blanked out. So I'm like, okay, I'm guessing that she just blanked out and went in the house and started getting ready for work. Or whatever she did. But she didn't even go check to see what the man did. She was just assuming the whole time. And so while Fatima stepped out to find out the information, Andy was up in there trying to pep talk Danny. And I don't understand why they got Andy out of all people to do this pep talk about men whenever you've been fiddling around with a man like Gary for this long, and y'all still, seems like to me, y'all still in the same boat. It's just a bigger boat now, which is called the penthouse. Other than that, ain't nothing changed between you and Gary. So it's like, I mean, you should be the last one trying to give this type of advice. But I do understand that when you do go through some things, you can give the best advice to other people because you're watching what you experienced. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Andy had to explain to Danny, because Danny started deflecting and throwing Gary all up in her face, talking about, I know you ain't the same woman sitting up here trying to give me some advice whenever you just got through hunching Gary when you was supposed to be done with Gary. So, something in my eye. So, Andy explained to Danny that she was only hunching Gary because she was trying to keep Gary calm. She was using that coochie to keep him calm. Okay, that's all Andy was trying to do. And she was like, cause she done found out that Gary done really sued her for the penthouse. And right now, she have a high-paying client, that she's working with. And she don't want them to find out that she's getting sued, because then they're not gonna want to work with her anymore. It's gonna step in the way of her coins, okay? It's gonna step on her bag. So that's the reason she's giving to Danny for why she's keeping Gary calm. And I'm just like, girl, honestly, when you standing in front of that judge as a defendant, getting sued, the case is not going to be kept calm in any matter. Okay? So I suggest you need to be trying to figure things out with the quickness. Find your place. Find your little nice place somewhere in Buckhead. Here, you can find you another condo out there in Buckhead. There's plenty of them. You ain't even got to be no penthouse. Because eventually, that coochie you using to keep him calm gonna get real cold when you ain't got nowhere to go. So, baby, you might want to tighten up and go ahead and get yourself situated for real instead of trying to keep him calm. Cause Gary, he gonna make his moves regardless. That's why he hanging around now. Hopping back in the bed. Yeah. Because that's his bed. In his mind. So, now we see Zach and Daisha. Okay? For some reason, Daisha trying to help him with his grocery bags as if she the man and he's the lady. I'm like, what type of backwards mess is this? So she's bothering Zach, trying to help her with his groceries, and Zach basically telling her, move around, leave me alone. So she got the nerve to try to warn Zach about Madam. Talking about, oh yeah, you need to watch your back because the apple of your eye, she might be an orange. Because her cousin is Madam. And they don't play. She come from a long line of drug dealers and killers. Okay? I was like, dang. But what got me is, if you that afraid of Madam Daisha, why is you stepping over into Zach's yard trying to help him with his groceries after Madam just told you the next time she hear about you flirting around with her cousin man, she gonna go and send somebody to your house. Like, regardless if that's Zach's house or not, and you just reading it out. Like, regardless if Zach is the landlord, okay, Madam gonna do what she gonna do. Zach can't save you. So, I don't understand why the girl keep on pushing up on Zach. Even though she was like, oh, you ain't gotta ever worry about me pushing up on your sexy ass no more. I never suck on your. Trust me. Because if I do, Madam, she'll kill me. And you don't want none of Madam. Like, she was just doing a lot. And I'm thinking in my head, Zach, why won't you walk away? Why does it take Daisha to walk away from him in order for him to stop talking to her? And I understand she's a beautiful woman. All these ladies are beautiful goddesses on this show. But I feel like Zach a little hypnotized, and Zach, he liked the fact that Daisha flirts with him. That's how I feel. Because it would have paid nothing for Zach to just tell that girl, look, I don't need no help, with a serious face. I don't need no help. Don't step over into me in my girl yard. I advise you stay on your side. I don't want no problems. Have a good day. And go in the house. He didn't even have to be mean about it. He could have just told her straight up, look, I'm not looking for that type of drama. I don't need no help. I'm a man. I know how to tote my groceries in the house. Have a good day. You know? But instead, he started entertaining her, going back and forth with her. And that's questionable to me. So anyways, now we see Aaron and Cameron. Aaron has popped up with his matching clothes on. They looking like the referees of the night, okay? So he came over because Miss Lisa told him to go sit over there with Cameron. And he done brought steak and chicken to cook for her. And unfortunately, he done brought his bags too. Because Karen, she was like, hold on, you packed your bags? I know you're not trying to move in. Baby, Karen she can only deal with Aaron to a certain extent. So she was telling Aaron that the girls are on their way over, but he can stay for a little while. So he started to go cook or whatever, asking her what she wants, steak, chicken, or what. She was like, I want that one. I want some pasta. So she had to sent the man to the store to get some pasta, y'all. Now before he left out to go to the store, she had to let him know that her mama sent her article and she read it, and she found out that the only way to really get to know a person is to go through their phone. So Aaron was like, so you want to see my phone? And Karen was, at first she was like, nah, but then she changed her mind. So she started going through his phone or whatever. So he was like, okay, well, while you doing it, I'm finna start dinner. And no, he was like, I'm finna go to the store and get the pasta. So he was like, you can knock yourself out with that phone. And I'm like, yeah, clearly she can. I'm sure she can knock herself out with that phone. Because I'm pretty sure Aaron is smart enough to have his second phone with all his toxicity tucked in his back pocket. Okay? And that's what Karen didn't. That's what she failed to outsmart him in. Because, I don't know, he might be a good man. But Miss Lisa, she feel like he's too good to be true. Karen, she do too. And honestly, so do I. Something is up with Aaron. It might not be another woman or another, little fling. But something is up with Aaron. I believe. I'm still side-eyeing. So, yeah. But Karen, she was like, she didn't find anything. And clearly you wasn't going to find nothing. He wouldn't have gave you that phone if you knew you was going to find something. So, now we see, and another thing I wanted to say. Not only should you be trying to go through his pictures and all of that, his text messages looking for other women and stuff, you need to go through the messages that he is texting to his homies and stuff like that as well. Because that's where you really going to find this stuff at. I'm telling you, that's where you're going to find it at. You're going to find it in the text messages between him and his brothers, him and his cousins, whatever the case may be, child. But anyways, and then she got the nerve to bring up Zach. Talk about, ooh, Zach would have never did this. I thought your mind was off of him. Ain't that what you told Miss Lisa at breakfast earlier that morning? Now we see Danny and Q at the airport. And Danny, he started messing with, Q, he started messing with Danny. She don't want to be bothered. So, she told him to move around somewhere. And she looked up and realized, y'all, there go the Vienna sausage. Sitting there with a crutch. Matter of fact, it must have been the crutch that Hayden let him borrow. Because he's sitting there with a crutch, staring at Danny with a mad look on his face. Like, what? So, Q peeked it out. And he was like, why that dude staring at you like that? Then he was like, I don't know. So, Q, he went to go check him. Because Q said he don't want that job no way. So, it's up. He was like, I'm ready to get fired anyway because I can't quit. I'm going to go back to jail. So, and he walked over there to Vienna sausage. He bent down in his face talking about something. He gonna flash his Q flashed his ankle monitor as if it was a firearm, y'all. I was like, what? Is he supposed to be threatened by that damn ankle monitor you got on, Q? Please go sit it down somewhere. But I feel you. I feel you trying to get some straightening right now. But even though you don't have good intentions on your straightening, you don't really care about that. You don't even know that. You just trying to get fired. But I mean, hey, if that's the way you want to do it, I ain't mad at you. Cause I'm ready for Danny to get her lick back with Vienna. And then, y'all wouldn't believe how less of smoke Jonah had for Q. Ooh. I'm like, is this the same guy that smacked the hell out of Danny and spit in her face? Oh no, this can't be the same guy that tackled her down, punched her all around, and choked her. Ain't no way this the same guy that called her all out her name. Where did Smoke at? Please. your face, ready to with the like. Now since it's a man in your face, okay, it shows a coward is a coward. Jonah, he balled up, okay? He balled up in the corner. He got to explain himself to Q. Told Q that he waiting on his son to get off the plane and this and that. Q was like, okay, I just want to make sure you straight. You show you straight. Done smashed the man crutch down. Talking about, yeah, you looking in my face now, ain't you? Because I don't want to have to go back to jail, but I will. I'm like, y'all, I was trying to see, was Jonah gonna be just as body and yeah with the whatever you want to call it, okay? I was trying to see, was Jonah gonna be body with Q the way he was body for Danny, the way he was body for all the rest of them girls that he have created a record with assault because he's putting his hands on women. Where your smoke at now? Yeah, thought so. So he got checked real quick. Danny had excuse. She was like, "Why you did that?" He was like, "Shit, I'm just trying to look out." He said he was waiting on his son though. So Danny, she looked it up and realized that okay, yeah, it says it's one single child on that flight. So he legit for now. But I still got my eye on. And it rose a question in my head. I was like, I wonder, is Jonah's son, if we ever get to meet him on the show? Because I noticed that they done brought him up a few times. So we might get to meet the backstory on Jonah with his son and all that. So I wonder, is his son a victim of abuse by his father? Because we see that Jonah clearly has an anger issue. And he's abusive. And he has a long record of assault on women. And he probably have assaulted most of these women, if not all, right there in front of his son. Ain't no telling y'all, but I don't know. I feel like Danny needs to call social workers. You know, she needs to get an investigation done for that little boy, for Jonah's son. Being that that's the same, his dad is the same man that just slapped her around, spit in her face, you know, choked her out, called her all out her name in her house. She had to damn near kill this man just to get away from him. She needs to call an investigation and find out and make sure that that little boy, Jonah's son, is okay. But that was just a quick thought. Anyways, back to the subject. So, now, we see Kim. She's calling Andy. Okay, she's letting Andy know that Avon's about to cook pasta for her and everything, but he's gone to the store and she's going through his phone right now and she haven't found nothing. So Andy was telling her, girl, stop trying to find something on that man and just be alright. Let well enough do. So Karen had brought it up to her that Zach and Fatima had came by the house or whatever. And she was like, did your girl tell you that her and Zach came by? And so that's when Andy was like, this my cue to hang up the phone. I'm like, no, Andy, this ain't your cue to hang up the phone. This is your cue to have some tea. Have some more tea. How about that? How about that? Because when Fatima was over there mingling with you about the same situation, you was talking about, oh yeah, Pour me the tea. Tell me everything. How did it go? Everything. But now since Karen is bringing up the same situation about Fatima and Zed, it's time for you to hang up the phone. So you don't want to talk to Karen about Fatima, but you letting Fatima talk about Karen over there. To you. Nah, bro. That ain't how it go. So, and Andy, she been doing a lot of backwards, sideways stuff in this episode because I forgot to call her out in the beginning whenever she told Danny talking about some, well, excuse me for being legal, because she was like, because Danny was giving Fatima her props. Talking about, unlike you, lawyer. So she was like, excuse me for being legal. No, not Fatima. Andy, your ass ain't legal at all. You ain't legal at all. Because clearly you be down for the stuff that Fatima be handling. And on top of that, you flew your ass inside of that investigation room, faking like you was a criminal lawyer. The whole time you a divorce lawyer, which is illegal. So stop trying to make it seem like your slate is so clean and everybody else is labeled whenever they do stuff like that. I'm sick of this goody Miss Goody Andy, because it's not giving goody. I'm gonna call you out on your shit. So no, you're just as Miss Illegal as Fatima. Anyways, now back to Fatima. She was leaving work and she bumped into Heather. So Heather's sitting there in the lobby of the law firm, and so Fatima was like, Heather, what you doing here? So Heather looked at her, she was like, I'm here to see my lawyer. You work here? So Fatima said, no, I'm just standing here looking cute for the day. And so here go Heather. You ain't gotta be so hostile. I'm like, please close your mouth. So she's like, did you see the DNA results? Mm-hmm. Y'all already know Heather there to collect her coins, okay? So next thing you know, hating to cut the corner. Talking about introducing himself to Heather and everything. So clearly we find out that Hayden is her lawyer that she's waiting on. And he shows her to his office. So she was like, hey, and how you spell that? And she was walking to the office spelling it wrong and everything. And I'm just like, okay. I understand that she's a baby mama that Zach met out of the strip club. But why does she have to be uneducated as well? I don't understand that part. Because to me, that's a stereotype. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. And so, and I wasn't feeling the fact that Fatima was talking about some, the bitch can't even spell. Zach wasn't worried about it. It ain't stopped him from doing what he did in that VIP room that night, regardless if she knew how to spell or not. So, I mean, clearly I don't even understand why they trying to make Heather seem so uneducated and throw it off and hood red, because I don't like it. Okay? It's a stereotype and it needs to stop. But anyways, I ain't gonna go there right now. Hayden had to inform Fatima that Heather's boyfriend that works at Chain Breakers came to him and told him that Heather needs a lawyer for her baby daddy. So I'm just thinking in my head, who is Heather's boyfriend from Chain Breakers? And the first thought that came to my head was, could Heather's boyfriend be Jake? Because remember, Jake kept bringing up his girlfriend, but we never got to meet his girlfriend, but he kept talking about his girlfriend to Zach. Although we know that Jake worked for Gary, and I don't believe Jake worked for Chain Breakers, because if that was the case, Fatima would probably already knew who he was before getting introduced to him, because Fatima worked for Chain Breakers, because that's who put Zach on. So I'm not really sure who this could be. I'm trying to think. I don't know. But when I get it together, I'll be back with another video about it. Okay? Because, I don't know, it might not be that deep. It might not be that deep. We might not ever even met Heather's boyfriend. Like, it might not ever even get brought up again about who Heather's boyfriend really is. But the thought that came to my head was Jake. Because Jake done fell off the face of the earth ever since Zach got the DNA results back. But clearly he was on his side, like right on his side, whenever Zach got arrested for the bad child support. But now all of a sudden, we haven't seen Jay anywhere. So I don't know, it just raised a question. Y'all can drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. But anyways, so basically Fatima told Hayden's little bitty ass to go to hell. And she walked off. So last but not least, Andy and Sabrina, they finally get to go visit. Andy and Danny, they finally get to go meet Sabrina. Y'all, these names got me mixed up everywhere. So they in there, and Danny, she is impersonating to be a paralegal porn star. And Andy, she's acting like she a criminal attorney, and clearly she's a divorce attorney. So they're in there illegally, but they don't care right now. They just trying to see Sabrina. They got the okay from Judge Ross. Now it's go from here. Okay, they ain't worried about the rest. So she talking to Sabrina and everything, and Sabrina tell them that. Sabrina asked them, why is she here? She was like, she don't even know why she's here. Do y'all know why she's here? And I'm just like, why haven't they told you why you're there? Now, that seems like it's illegal. There's no way you can just be locked up like this here. Can't even make a phone call. And these people ain't even told you what you locked up for. They have to tell you why they're arresting you. So, they don't have to go into clear details, but they have to at least give you some kind of information. At least name the charge of what I'm being charged with. You know what I'm saying? And Sabrina don't even know that. So Andy had to let her know that the guy that Maurice was playing around with had got a recording of Maurice saying that y'all had something to do with the robbery. So Sabrina was like, this can't be right. And I'm just like, why isn't Sabrina asking her, what's the guy's name? Because clearly she could just put two and two together and know that it's Q, because she know that Q was messing around with Maurice because she was telling Q to stop messing around with Maurice. But for some reason, they just saying the guy. And if maybe they had a name, then maybe they can get somewhere, because the guy is right there at the airport working side by side with Danny, who is right here in the investigation room right now. So if we could just say a name, we could possibly get somewhere. So Sabrina, she was asking Danny, did she talk to Robin yet or whatever? Can Robin help? And so Andy can't let the girl know that, nah, Robin said he's not helping me because he done found out I screwed the janitor. So instead, she just let Sabrina know that, look, things are a little bit complicated right now because of the type of, like, this is federal. It's not going to be that easy. But just hang on, we're going to get you out. We're going to get you out. Next thing you know, here come the prosecutor. He comes in. And unfortunately, him and Andy has already met. So he takes Andy outside in the hallway to have a word with her. And he was like, yeah, you did good on that divorce with my wife. She took me for everything. And did you know how that changed my life? She have a man living in my house right now and won't even marry him because it's gonna stop my alimony. And I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Andy, he big mad. You done made that man big mad. But that's what he get though. Hell, with his carrot nose ass. Up there talking about Sabrina's not getting out of here. Yeah. And I've already talked to Judge Ross. So she's about to get ready to do about 30 to 40 years. I'm like, oh no. No, she ain't. Who said so? Because I just want to know who gonna be doing all the talking whenever Malcolm find this out. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Whew. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I just wonder what Madam is going to do to Judge Ross when she finds out that Judge Ross done stabbed her in the back. Now, I don't know what's going on over there on All Queens Men because I don't watch that show. But I do know that this is a crossover. So we might not get to see what happened to Judge Ross on Sistas, but they probably going to show it on All Queens Men. I don't know. That's if anything even happened to Judge Ross, because who knows? The prosecutor could be lying on Judge Ross, and something might happen to his ass. So, y'all, all I know is Sabrina and Danny better get the fuck up out of there, because the prosecutor already said that he is about to call the police if they don't, because clearly she's impersonating as a criminal lawyer and Danny is impersonating as a paralegal. So right now, the prosecutor has the upper hand on Sabrina. But on the previews, it looked like Robin gonna go ahead and help Sabrina out. I don't know. We ain't got there yet. But he was on the phone with Andy, and Andy was talking about Sabrina. So hopefully Robin can help. Hopefully he got just as much pull as Madam and Judge Ross and all these other folks that got pull. So, because he was able to help Fatima and Zach. So hopefully he's able to help Sabrina, even though her charges are way different. It's like on a whole nother level. This is federal. So I don't know, but we gonna sit tight and we gonna see. But until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl Toya Telly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so, and also hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.